Welcome to the Mountgrange Heritage Guide to Notting Hill. It would be impossible to list all the reasons people flock to this fabulous area, but in this guide we hope to show you a few of our favourite places. Some real inside knowledge. Just off Kensington High Street, Kensington Place is the first modern British brasserie in London and specialises in fish. In fact, it's got its very own fish shop on site. Chegworth Farm Shop is a rural oasis away from the hustle and bustle of Notting Hill, selling organic fresh fruit and veg from their farm in Kent. Linking Notting Hill and Kensington is Kensington Church Street. If you're thirsty, why not bob into the Churchill Arms, a typical Old English boozer that also serves homemade Thai food. To the west of Kensington Church Street is a little enclave of quiet streets known locally as Hillgate Village. The Uxbridge Arms here on Uxbridge Street is what a pub in London should be like, with great beers, friendly locals and a welcoming landlady. Geels is a local institution. It's been here since before many of our parents were born. With fresh fish and amazing service, it's one of the best places in London to enjoy the classic fish and chips. If you're tired of supermarket shopping, why not visit the farmers market that takes place in Hillgate Village every Saturday? Film buffs are well catered for with two great independent cinemas, the Gate Picture House and the beautiful Coronet, originally a Victorian theatre. No guide is complete without mentioning the legendary Electric Cinema. Putting your feet up takes on a whole new meaning as you settle into your leather armchair and then gently place a cashmere blanket over your knees to watch the latest new release. The walls of the Portobello Hotel could tell a story or two. This converted neoclassical mansion is one of the most exclusive hideaways in London. We couldn't go past this part of Notting Hill without mentioning the collective of shops that make up the Music and Goods Exchange. The various shops legendary in this area and beyond buy and sell everything from comics and books, CDs and videos, vintage men's and women's clothing, jewellery and even retro homeware. With its iconic coloured townhouses, lively stores and fascinating boutiques, Portobello Road is the lifeblood of Notting Hill. Two separate markets run on Portobello Road. The colourful and noisy fruit and vegetable market is open during the week. Then on Saturday, it's the turn of the world's largest antiques market, with over 1,000 dealers selling every kind of antique and collectible to visitors from all over the world. If you're after antiques during the week, why not visit the remaining antiques arcades, which are open every day. The castle is opposite the famous blue door that featured in the film Notting Hill and has to be one of the favourite places in London for people watching. On market days it's filled with a crowd almost as vibrant as the neighbouring townhouses. Those with a sweet tooth should make a beeline to the Hummingbird Bakery to sample one of their infamous cupcakes. Intersecting Portobello Road is super chic Westbourne Grove. Once known only for antiques, it has transformed itself into one of the most fashionable streets in London. Part public toilet, part florist and focal point of the area, the turquoise island was designed by Piers Goff and transformed the fortunes of Westbourne Grove in the 1990s. The florist, wild at heart, creates amazingly opulent bouquets of flowers which add life and vibrant colour to the street. If you want something with a decidedly Australian feel, try and get a table at renowned Aussie chef Bill Granger's only London restaurant, Granger. Or if you're after a brunch and a bit of celeb spotting, head to 202 to hang out with the Notting Hill crowd. Here we have one of the earliest success stories of Westbourne Grove, with the flagship store of jewellery maker Dinny Hall. Fashion lovers flock to the Westbourne Grove branch of Joseph. Choose from designers including Alexander Wang, ALC, Comme des Garçons and Dries Van Noten. Lovers of fine scents should follow their noses to the iconic Parisian perfumery Diptyque. One of only 4 shops in London, there's a huge range of their famous candles and sophisticated scents. If Westbourne Grove is all about fashion, then Ledbury Road leading off it is all about diversity. There's some real gems here. Beach Blanket Babylon is an old English mansion with Rococo elegance, a wonderful assault on the senses. Every room cries out to be explored with hidden caves and opulent decor. This is the first deli Otto Lengi opened in London, selling the now legendary Mediterranean-inspired food to take away. Don't pass without trying the flourless chocolate tea cake. Gastronauts will find utter delight at the Ledbury. Run by head chef Brett Graham, it's gone from accolade to accolade since it opened in 2005. With 2 Michelin stars and being voted in the top 15 of the world's best restaurants for the last 3 years, you can forgive them for being a little bit snooty. But no, it's got a wonderfully understated charm. Get a table if you can. Emma Hope is one of Britain's best shoe designers, having designed for Paul Smith and Mulberry during her illustrious career. All the handbags and shoes in this flagship store have been handmade in Italy. Close to Hereford Road on Power Square is the legendary Tabernacle, central to the area's art scene since the 1960s, when legends such as Pink Floyd, The Clash and the Rolling Stones all played here. With a history as colourful as the area, the newly renovated Tab opened in 2009 and now acts as a gig venue, theatre, dance studio, rehearsal space, art gallery, bar and kitchen. Come here if you can. Running parallel to Portobello Road is Kensington Park Road, where you can find some great restaurants. Lovers of Italian food are well catered for. Sister restaurants Asteria, Basilica and Mediterraneo are buzzy, friendly Italian eateries serving up the sort of cooking you would find at home in Italy. Just off Kensington Park Road is the lovely Elgin Crescent. Providing colour and charm is the Harper & Tom's Flower Kiosk. Mr. Christian's Deli offers locals a cornucopia of delicious food to take home, with Jeroboam's wine merchants just next door to provide the perfect accompanying tipple. Books for Cooks is exactly that, a shop dedicated to cookbooks. With a test kitchen out back for cooking classes and tasting recipes, the wonderful aromas will draw you in and get your creative juices flowing. Rough Trade Records has stood the test of time as one of the capital's iconic music shops since the 1970s. It's a must for music lovers seeking out something new, or old. We couldn't do a guide on Notting Hill without mentioning the Carnival, one of the largest street festivals in the world with over 1 million people attending over 3 days. Originating as a celebration of West Indian culture, and now celebrating the wonderful diversity of the area. The Carnival is held every year on August bank holiday weekend. Over 3 days, the streets of Notting Hill are taken over by a colourful parade, steel brands, sound systems, West Indian food stalls, and revellers soaking up the party atmosphere. The type of property on offer in Notting Hill is incredibly varied, with several iconic styles making up the unique character of the area. The largely Victorian housing stock varies from imposing townhouses, lower-rise period houses on garden squares, lovely coloured cottages and mews houses. For those of you with little darlings to educate, there are several excellent schools in the area. Tucked away in Hillgate Village is Fox Primary School, one of the best state schools in the area. Notting Hill boasts some of the capital's best private preparatory schools. Pembridge Hall for girls and Wetherby for boys. Both located on Pembridge Square are private preparatory schools for children up to Year 6. The garden squares of Notting Hill are one of its best loved features, although many of them are now only accessible by residents. Some of the squares now don't allow dogs, so if you're thinking of buying or renting a property on the gardens, do check with us first. Finally, the cherry on Notting Hill's cake has to be the exceptional transport connections. There is easy access to many a rural idyll via the M40 and the M4. For those who need quick access to the city or the West End, the Central Line runs straight through Notting Hill. But if your destination is a little further flung, Heathrow is also a dream to get to, thanks to the Heathrow Express at nearby Paddington. For more information on property or life in Notting Hill, please visit www.mountgrangeheritage.co.uk or call us on 020 7221 2277. We look forward to welcoming you to our area.